Hola friends, hello and welcome back to another show. Today we're going to work on this letter again, and I hope you remember what letter this is from the last show. Do you remember what letter this is? Great job. So some of you do and some of you don't. That's okay. It is the letter R. Make sure you say R. Can you say R? Great job. So last time on our last show, we worked on a material that started with the letter R. Do you remember what material that was? What did we use on our last show? That's right. Good job. We used rocks. And guess what? We're going to use rocks again today because rocks start with the letter R. So let's talk about the kindergarten readiness goals you're going to learn about today. So the first one, we're going to follow simple directions. That means that you need to turn your listening ears on so you will know what to do. And just like the last show, we're going to work on recognizing those numbers. Because when you go to preschool and kindergarten, you're going to need to know what the name of your numbers are. All right? So let's talk about the materials you're going to need. So once again, we have our rocks because we're going to use rocks again today. But today we're going to do something different with rocks. Miss Bacon has a scale today. And some of my friends may have a scale at their house, and some of my friends may not have a scale at their house. But that's okay. If you don't have a scale, all you'll need to do is watch our show. It's going to be okay. All right. So if you have a scale, you're going to go get your scale. A scale is something that people use to weigh things. So sometimes if you go to the doctor, they'll have you step on the scale so they can see how much you weigh. But this scale right here is not the same as the scale that you use when you go to the doctor. It's just a little bit different. But guess what? It still weighs things. It still sees how heavy or how light something is. So we're going to use our scale today, and we're also going to use rocks today. So you will need those two things, a scale and rocks. All right, so we are actually going to go ahead and get started. So let Miss Bacon tell you what we're going to do today. We are actually going to weigh some rocks because we want to see which rock is heavy and which one is not heavy. So once again, we're going to look and see which rock is heavy and which rock is not heavy. So we're going to look at some numbers. I'll show you exactly what we're going to do. We're going to look at some numbers. Once we look at those numbers, we're going to have to put that many rocks inside of the bucket. Then, after we put the rocks inside of the bucket, we're going to see which bucket is heavy. Which one of the buckets are low to the table. Or in your case, if you're on the floor, we're going to see which one of your buckets is low to the floor. Okay? So that's actually what we're going to do today. So let's look at that. Let's see what it's going to look like once we get started, just so you will know. Here we go. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is we're going to work on looking at some numbers. And you're going to have to tell me what number you see, just like we practiced on our last show. Are you ready? All right, so here we go. The first number you're going to look at is this number. Do you know what number this is? That's right. It's the number 3. So we're going to put 3 rocks in that bucket. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, look at there. So the number 3 bucket is sitting on the table. It's sitting really low. And the red bucket is up high in the air. That's because nothing's in the red bucket. So let's put something in the red bucket now. Do you know what number this is? Great job. That is the number 8. And woo, that's a big number. But guess what? We're going to have to count 8 rocks. Can you help me count? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whoa, looky there. Now which one of the buckets are sitting down low on the table? Is it the red bucket or the blue bucket? Which one of my buckets is sitting low on the table? Great job. It's the red bucket. The number 8 in the red bucket is sitting down low on the table. The blue bucket is high in the air. Let me show you what it looks like. Now it goes down. Now it's high in the air because the number 8 has way more rocks in it. And the number 8 rocks are really heavy. So let's do another one. I'm going to dump my rocks out. I'm going to dump this one too. And we're going to do some more numbers. Here we go. Do you know what number this is? That's right. It's the number 4. So we're going to put 4 rocks inside of that bucket. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're going to do the other side. Do you remember what number this is? That's right, it's the number 10. So, whoa, we got to put 10 rocks in that bucket. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So which one of my buckets do you think is sitting on the table? Do you think it's the number 10 bucket or do you think it's the number 4 bucket? Which one do you think is sitting low on the table? That's right, it's the number 10 bucket because the number 10 has more rocks in it. This bucket only has 4 rocks. This one has 10, so it's sitting low on the table because it's heavy. All right, so we're going to dump our bucket and we're going to do it one more time. All right, here we go. We're going to see which bucket has the heaviest rocks. So we're going to look at this number. Do you know what number that is? Great job. That is the number 2. So here we go. 2 rocks. 1 and 2. And on the other side, we're going to look at this number. Do you know what number that is? Great job. It is the number 5. So we have to put 5 rocks inside of that bucket. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So which rocks do you think are heavy? Do you think the number 5 rocks are heavy? Or do you think the number 2 rocks are heavy? Great job. The number 5 rocks are heavy. The number 5 bucket is sitting low on my table because the number 5 have more rocks than the number 2. All right, friends, so if you guys have little cards at your house, you can continue playing this game, okay? And you're going to see which one of the buckets have the most rocks in it. I hope you enjoyed today's show, friends. And I hope you subscribe, share this channel, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, friends. Bye-bye.